In Ukraine, where Russian attacks are intensifying this weekend. Plus, it's a heartwarming reunion in Camp Douglas as dozens of troops return home to Wisconsin. That's all coming up at 6. But we start tonight with some breaking news. 12 people are hurt after a shooting at a South Carolina mall, but none of the victims have died. This happened in the capital city of Columbia. 3 people have been arrested, but police are not naming the suspects. We're going to have much more on this developing story tonight at 10. In more local news, UW police are upping their patrols downtown after a reported armed robbery near the UW campus. No one is in jail after last night's incident, which happened just before 9 o'clock. That's when students were sent an alert asking them to please avoid the East Campus Mall and West Johnson Street area. There was another reported robbery near campus earlier yesterday, but police have not said if it's connected. In a release today, UWPD said Madison police continue to investigate both incidents. Officers also said they're increasing patrols and asking people to be alert and call 911 if you ever feel unsafe. Also developing tonight, Madison police are releasing a sketch of an accused sexual assault suspect from the Far East Side. He's described as being a black man around 6 feet tall and 200 pounds. The victim also told police that he had a noticeable blemish on the right side of his face. The assault happened earlier this week while the victim was walking into her apartment on Brandy Street. Okay, to weather now. The farmers market returned today to the Capitol Square. We're going to have that story in just a little bit, but it was also pretty chilly outside today. Here's a live look at the Capitol. It should stay dry this weekend, and meteorologist Dana Fulton is outside and has your certified most accurate forecast.
Well, it is April in Wisconsin, where of course, we have tulips popping up around the Capitol building right now, but it was a little chilly this morning if you were out at the farmers market like myself. I had to get some fresh pesto, though. Like, it was worth it to get out there and brave the cool air. Temperature-wise, we're close to 40 degrees right now. Again, if you're in the sun, it's not too bad. But in the shade with that breeze coming through, our wind chill right now closer to freezing. And we're expecting winds to pick up for us overnight, generally about 8 to 15 miles per hour throughout southern Wisconsin, coming in from the northwest. So that's where that cooler air is filtering in for us. Throughout the area, though, generally close to 40. This time of year, we should see highs in the mid to low 50s. So it has certainly been a below average Saturday. As we look ahead to tomorrow for Easter Sunday, notice some lighter flurries to the north. We're expecting things to stay dry throughout most of the day on Sunday, but the flurry chances start to build in as we look ahead to late in the evening on Sunday and the start of Monday. Skies will become mostly cloudy for tomorrow afternoon. Still chilly outside. High temperatures in the mid 40s. Wind speeds about 8 to 10 or 5 to 10 miles per hour for us in the afternoon. We'll take a closer look though at that light snow chance and how much accumulation we might see by the end of it in just a few minutes.
Thanks so much, Dana. Topping our headlines out of Eastern Europe tonight, Russia is stepping up its attacks on Ukraine. This comes after the Kremlin lost one of its key warships. CBS News' Michael George has the latest.
Fire crews in Kharkiv in northeast Ukraine rushed to put out flames and tend to the injured following a Russian missile strike on the city. Residents in the east are bracing for more assaults as Russia renews its offensive in the region. This mother covered her daughter's ears while warning sirens sounded, just as they were trying to flee. More than 50 days into the war, the conflict shows no signs of easing. Russia's defense ministry says its troops targeted and destroyed military sites in Ukraine's capital city, Kyiv, after Ukraine sunk a key Russian warship in the Black Sea. And around the capital city, casualties continue to mount. Ukrainian officials say Russian forces withdrawing from the area executed more than 900 civilians. On Saturday, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky recognized troops on the front lines for putting up a fierce resistance. In a Friday address, he stepped up calls for the West to enforce an oil embargo against Russia and quickly supply the nation with more weapons.
We're continuing to supply Ukraine with the weapons resources they need to defend their country.
With hundreds of millions of dollars worth of U.S. weapons on the way to Ukraine, Russian President Vladimir Putin sent a formal diplomatic note to the Biden administration, warning the White House arming Ukraine could bring unpredictable consequences. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
About 150 soldiers in the Wisconsin Army National Guard are being welcomed home tonight from Eastern Europe. Governor Tony Evers was among those in attendance this afternoon at Volk Field. The troops returned earlier this week in Texas after about 11 months serving in support of the Operation Atlantic Resolve. One of the troops we spoke with says that he's just happy to be home with his family.
Feels like forever. She's grown up quite a bit since I've been gone, so it's really great.
The unit conducted vehicle maintenance and recovery support. Now, many of the troops there also served in support of the state's COVID-19 response back in 2020. If you want to watch today's full ceremony, download our Channel 3000 News app. We actually live streamed it earlier this afternoon. The app is free and it's available in the App Store. Around the state, people in the Milwaukee area are concerned after a bald eagle was euthanized. A pair of birds moved in just a week ago, but the female recently was found ill on the ground. She was taken to the Wisconsin Humane Society, where she was eventually put down. Results confirmed that the eagle had contracted the bird flu.
Based on the symptoms we saw, we were quite suspect of this bird upon admission. Are we disheartened and saddened and heartbroken? Absolutely.
Thankfully, the Humane Society says the male has not been admitted, and they hope he has been spared from the virus. Bird flu has been confirmed in 7 counties around the state. After the break, we are going to preview tomorrow's episode of For the Record. We're going to also hear from a legal expert on the state Supreme Court's ruling to adopt the GOP-drawn maps, and we'll sit down with a pair of retiring lawmakers. And tonight on News 3 Now at 10, raising money for cancer together. A group of UW students finally get to host their big fundraising event. Their story tonight at 10.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
When you're smiling, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you.
The Ihop Rewards program is here, and it's delicious. Join the International Bank of Pancakes and start earning pan coins toward free food. Only from Ihop.
Grass looks great, Zeus. Hey, could you maybe trim the hydrangea too?
Sure thing, Kevin. You want me to do the box suits as well?
No. Finding the right person for the job isn't always easy. But when you have an insurance question, you can always count on your local Geico agent. They can give you personalized advice and could help you save hundreds.
Hey, Medusa, let's boogie.
For expert help with all your insurance needs, get to know your local Geico agent today.
It's Chevy Truck Month, and it's time to add the perfect accessories to your new Chevy. Make it bolder. Make it work harder. Make it your own. Find new possibilities. Find new roads. Very well-qualified buyers can get 0% financing on most Chevy pickup trucks. Plus, now during Truck Month, get a $1,000 accessory allowance toward the eligible purchase of a new Chevy truck with accessories. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Watching News 3 Now at 6.
Well, looking ahead to next week, U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg will be making a trip to central Wisconsin. On Tuesday, he will visit Coloma, where he's going to highlight President Biden's bipartisan infrastructure law and how it's going to help create millions of jobs around the country. It was a big breaking news last night, and we're going to dig deeper into it tomorrow morning on For the Record. In a 4-3 vote, the Wisconsin Supreme Court has adopted the Republican-drawn legislative district maps. Yesterday's decision comes after the maps drawn by Governor Tony Evers were first approved by the court, but then were later thrown out by the U.S. Supreme Court. We spoke with a political science expert about what this decision means for the upcoming elections.
These will almost certainly be the maps for this year's election, but it is also almost certain that there will be further legal challenges by those who think that the legislature's map unfairly dilutes the African-American vote in the Milwaukee area. They will probably bring further litigation, but that litigation is unlikely to have an effect in 2022.
The conservative group, the Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty, released this statement saying that they are pleased with the court recognizing that our Constitution reserves race-based decision-making for the most extreme situations, saying the court was right to reject it. But Governor Evers is upset with the ruling. Last night, he wrote in part, "This is an unconscionable miscarriage of justice for which the people of this state will see no reprieve for another decade." Also tomorrow morning on For the Record, Naomi Cole sits down with a pair of state lawmakers not interested in running for re-election. So far, 13 Republicans and 9 Democrats have announced that they're not going to run next fall. That includes 2 of the Dane County's longest-serving reps. Both feel that the vicious nature of today's politics has made it harder to do their job. One of them shared a story about education bills back in the early 2000s.
The committee that brought it forward and wanted it passed actually changed its mind. Hearings had meaning, and debate happened and made sense, and people thought about what they heard, and the bill did not pass. That wouldn't happen today.
We're going to have much more from Naomi's interview tomorrow morning on For the Record. A deadly wildfire keeps growing out west. Coming up at 6, why firefighters are struggling to contain a massive blaze in New Mexico and why you're being asked to please avoid burning this weekend. Plus, you're going to want to have a jacket if you're going to spend any time outside for Easter tomorrow. Dana's back with the forecast right after the break.
Brothers Maine has been family-owned since 1938. Some of us were born into this family, and others chose to join through the years. And we know you can't replace family, but you can replace appliances, and Brothers Maine is here for you when one breaks down. Our in-house team has delivered ranges to washers to refrigerators to hectic households in a pinch, oftentimes the next day. Just because an appliance breaks down doesn't mean you have to. We're not big box. We're Brothers Maine, and we want you to feel like family here.
This is the purpose-built Ford F-150. It's a beast with brains. It's got, you know what? Skip this video. Go see one at your local Ford dealer.
Get here to know F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for yourself. Then get one your way with a custom order that receives priority, plus an extra $1,000 bonus cash and incentive protection, guaranteeing you the best offer now or at delivery, all on a Ford, built for you, by you. Order your 2022 F-150 to lock in a great offer, plus get an extra $1,000 retail order bonus cash.
How do you use your energy? Giving back to your community? Fueling your drive to deliver hope for neighbors in need? At Alliant Energy, we're creating more clean, renewable energy every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power. We're thinking about a brighter future. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
In late October of 2021, I got COVID, and I was pretty sure that I was at the end of my rope.
I knew we were in trouble when we decided to bring in our attorney to start having Joel sign end-of-life documents, business documents.
My last try was an experimental medication. She put me on the Ihop, and that next morning when I woke up, I was a new man.
Because of Ron Johnson's right to try bill, I have my husband today.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Watching News 3 Now at 6.
Next at 6 tonight, a deadly wildfire continues to grow in New Mexico, where dry weather and gusty winds are making it really tough for firefighters. This happened in the middle of the state and is now forcing thousands of people to leave their homes. As of this morning, the fire is still 0% contained. 2 people have died, and the cause of the fire remains under investigation. Here in Wisconsin, the DNR is asking people to please avoid burning this weekend. The message came this week, just a couple of days after the DNR warned of much of western and southwestern Wisconsin was under a very high risk. Over the last week, nearly 60 wildfires across the state have burned 175 acres of land. Okay, there are a few surefire signs that spring has arrived in Madison. The flowers blooming, the weather getting much warmer, and one major community event returning. Tamia Folks joins us now with more.
On a cold, sunny Madison day, there is one thing that always can bring people together. The Dane County Farmers Market, that is. Making its official return this morning, the market welcomed an excited crowd to the start of the spring season.
It's been fabulous. A little chilly, but it's Wisconsin. We don't, if it's April and it's not snowing, that's kind of a victory.
After spending the last couple of months indoors, local business owners like Jeff Ford of Crest Spring Bakery are excited to return to the square.
But it's been really busy out here. People are clearly really excited to be back outside. This is where we make our living. Almost all of our sales come at the farmers market.
Many local vendors and visitors expressed their excitement for today's return, noting that in recent years, the pandemic has altered their market experience.
I really like seeing this many people out because during COVID, I feel like we couldn't all gather in this way. And so I think it's great being super close to everyone again and seeing everyone excited to buy local product.
The market season will run through November 12th. To celebrate the Dane County Farmers Market's 50-year anniversary, this year, the Hitch Your Wagon to the Market fundraiser will allow professional and amateur artists to paint and decorate wagons on the Capitol Square.
Oh, what an assignment today. Did you enjoy, was this your first time at the square, or was it, are you a regular?
I'm a regular. I love the farmers market. It is so much fun. It was so great to see everybody out in the nice weather today. So, love it.
All right, awesome. And I bet Dana is always a fan as well.
I absolutely am. I love the farmers market. I will admit, though, it was kind of nice today to not have a giant crowd downtown. That, of course, due in part to the chilly temperatures this morning. You could think some high pressure off to the northwest for that. It's bringing in a bit of a breeze for us this morning and keeping cooler temperatures, not just for southern Wisconsin, but throughout the northern Midwest. Temperatures have been below average. Now, as that pulls further off to the east, we are going to see a better trend for our temps for the next few days. We stay below average for the start of the work week, but if you're a fan of the warmer temps, you're really going to like what's ahead by the end of the 10-day. This low pressure off along the Rockies right now is going to gain some steam over the next about 24 hours. That's what's going to lift in and bring in our next chance for precipitation late in the day, Easter Sunday, heading into Monday morning. Right now, again, Doppler track pretty quiet for us in southern Wisconsin. Nothing new expected to build in overnight or for the start of tomorrow. Early in the day tomorrow, temperatures will be in the 20s. It'll be a chilly start to Easter. And the afternoon, our skies steadily become mostly cloudy with high temperatures in the mid-40s, so just a few degrees warmer than today. We might see a few isolated rain showers later on in the evening, really about 6 to 8 o'clock, but the bulk of this builds in for us overnight, bringing in light snow showers for the start of the day on Monday, kicking off the work week with a little fresh snow on the ground. This continues through the morning commute and then steadily transitions over to some light mixed precipitation later on in the afternoon on Monday, with temperatures expected to climb into the 40s for us for Monday afternoon and then clears off to the east overnight. Accumulation totals really under an inch at this point. We're not concerned about a lot of that sticking to the ground. The ground not cold enough to see that accumulation and not enough moisture really building in along with that. It's still chilly outside. In fact, we'll stay chilly, at least below average for the start of the work week. We have a little light snow expected late Easter. And then otherwise, as we look ahead to next weekend, it does get quite a bit more comfortable outside. High temperatures will be closer to 70 degrees. We're hoping that everybody has a happy Easter ahead. Temperatures early in the day tomorrow as you look ahead for any morning plans, whether it's brunch, whether it's an Easter egg hunt, will be close to freezing right around 8 a.m. Afternoon temperatures in the mid-40s. So again, chilling, a little chilly outside for all of our bunnies hopping around. We have some mixed precipitation early in the day on Monday that will linger on into the afternoon. As we look ahead to Tuesday, we're in the 40s. Wednesday, closer to average in the mid-50s. And then as we look ahead to the back half of next week, scattered showers and thunderstorms expected, with temperatures Saturday and Sunday finally in the low 70s. It'll be a little more comfortable outside for us to see the low 70s, but showers and thunderstorms with temps in the 70s. That sounds almost a little more like June rather than late April. We'll take it, though. We'll take it. We'll go ahead and speed up through the cooler weather for that.
I have one question for you, and it's the hard-hitting journalistic question, of course.
Yes.
Chocolate or jelly beans or, some type of sweet candy for Easter?
Malt's eggs.
Oh,
I
okay.
love the Robin's eggs. Those are my go-to. For you?
Jelly beans.
Jelly beans? Okay. I could have guessed that. You seem like a jelly bean kind of guy.
I'm a jelly bean guy?
Yes.
All right, I appreciate you. All right, thank you, Dana. I think that's a compliment.
I think it's that's a compliment. We're just Robin egg and jelly bean kind of people. That's yes.
Yeah, that's our vibe. All right,
Yeah.
Thanks, Dana. All right, whether it's dirt brought in by muddy paws or shoes or spills of coffee or wine, our carpets take a beating over time, and it's probably been a while since you cleaned it. You're probably not going to get it done with a quick vacuum. Luckily, Consumer Reports has some advice on how to fix that.
Sonia Fujimori's dog, Midnight, loves lounging on rugs, carpets, and the sofa. But doggy cleanup can be challenging.
He has a pretty sensitive stomach, so he has vomiting episodes from time to time.
To keep carpets looking great, vacuum them weekly. But often in high traffic areas or a home with kids and pets, that's not enough. You'll likely need the help of a carpet cleaner. But which one is best? Consumer Reports tested 20 machines and found big differences in price and performance. The test is tough, just like the wear and tear in your carpets at home. CR's testers replicate heavy foot traffic by spreading a measured amount of red clay on light carpeting. It's then sprayed with water, and the clay is embedded into the carpet with a 40-pound iron roller and left to dry overnight.
We have the cleaners make 8 cleaning passes over the carpet, then 8 passes to set the solution out.
Which carpet cleaners are worthy to work on your carpet? The Hoover Power Dash Pet, for about $100, is a best buy. It does a very good job of pulling moisture out of the carpet after cleaning, so there's less dry time. What if you have area rugs and want to do some spot cleaning, including fabric upholstery? CR tested 2 portable cleaners made by Bissell, the Little Green Portable Carpet Cleaner and the Little Green Pro Heat Portable Carpet Cleaner, a similar machine that includes a stairs tool. The machines were compared to 2 Resolve fabric cleaning sprays. They spot clean stains on chairs, carpeting, and car upholstery, and also pitted the machines against the spray on carpet samples with 8 tough stains.
In the end, both Bissell models did a better job than the Resolve sprays. But keep in mind that in many cases, a clean spot will stand out if you don't clean the entire surface, and these machines made it easier to do that.
If your heart is set on carpeting, one of these helpers might become your new best friend. This is Luz Montez.
And the puppy at the end, that was fantastic. For more tips and tricks, you can visit Consumer Reports' website. Okay, coming up, the Badgers found their way back into the win column. Now they're trying to go back-to-back over the Spartans. Highlights from Goodman coming up next in sport.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Exciting things call for a drum roll, like this new offer on one of Wisconsin's favorite lotto games. It's Super Cash with Lightning Ball. During April, there's a 1 in 3 chance that the Lightning Ball strikes a set of 2 plays. When it does, players get an extra number, which means better odds of winning a prize. Top prize not included. Only in April. This exciting offer from the Wisconsin Lottery is going fast.
Your mission, stand up to moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis and take it on with Rinvoq. Rinvoq, a once-daily pill, can dramatically improve symptoms. Rinvoq helps tame pain, stiffness, swelling, and for some, Rinvoq can even significantly reduce RA fatigue. That's Rinvoq relief. With RA, your overactive immune system attacks your joints. Rinvoq regulates it to help stop the attack.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least 1 heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Talk to your rheumatologist about Rinvoq relief. Rinvoq, make it your mission. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Rinvoq.
Need to get your windshield fixed? SafeLight makes it easy. You can schedule in just a few clicks, and we'll come to you with the replacement you can trust. It's great. That service on your time. Schedule now.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
For decades, Washington politicians have promised to lower the cost of prescription drugs. But every year the prices go up. Why? Because Republicans like Ron Johnson, and let's be honest, too many Democrats don't have the guts to stand up to the pharmaceutical companies. I'm Sarah Godlewski, and I will. I want to bring practical solutions to Washington. That's what I've done as state treasurer. I'm Sarah Godlewski, and the big drug companies may not approve this message, but I do.
Sunday morning, we'll have a look at how Easter is different this year, from celebrations to price hikes.
And Easter Sunday is going to be bringing in some showers later nights. We'll have your forecast from 6:30 to 8 Sunday morning.
Goodman Diamond is just what the Badgers needed. A 3-run inning plus a 10-strikeout performance by Matty Schwartz helped UW take the series opener with Michigan State. Back again for Game 2 with the Spartans. The Badgers, they strike first. With runners in scoring position, Allie Miklish pops one up, and it's dropped, so that'll allow 1 run to score. And now she's just getting started in this game. In the second inning, bases loaded, 2 outs with a full count. Miklish rips one up the middle, and error in the outfield allows a bases clearing triple. A 5 RBI day for Miklish as Wisconsin wins 8-4. They're going to go for that series sweep tomorrow with the first pitch at 1. It's been a productive spring for Wisconsin football. The Badgers finishing up week 4 of practices, and they're about to enter the final stretch. At this point, Paul Chryst appreciates the way that his guys have been approaching each day, but that doesn't mean they're finished yet. Chryst saying today there's still plenty to clean up during these practices, and that he wants the players to maximize each session since it lays the foundation for what's to come.
When you come out of spring ball, you gotta, as a player, you put yourself in a position to be in a role. Not that the roles are finalized by any means, but you put yourself in a position and you put yourself in a spot where you get more reps or you don't get as many reps. And so we just got to keep going on it, and no matter what you're doing, you got to continue to work on it.
The wait is almost over for the Bucs. In just 1 day, their playoff run officially begins. Even though it's only been 6 days since their last outing, Game 1 with the Bulls has felt like a long time coming. Looking at this round 1 matchup, the stats are in favor of the Bucs, having swept the regular season series, plus winning 16 of their last 17 contests. But the playoffs bring a whole new level of intensity, and going in, the Deer, they're just focusing on Game 1.
We beat them 4 times, but that's in the past. We got to win 1 game. And I think what we did really well last year was we took it 1 game at a time. They're a great team. They have phenomenal players. They got a lot of talent. They're well coached.
Just got to take it step by step. Day by day you can't, look ahead to even the next game, the next series, whatever it is. You have to focus on that possession at a time because that's the only thing that matters.
Round 3 of the RBC Heritage Classic. It's looking a lot warmer in South Carolina than it is here. Patrick Cantlay enters the day with the lead, but here comes Harold Varner III. He drains back-to-back birdies on 15 and 16. That's just 2 of his 8 in total. Varner takes over the top spot on the leaderboard at 11 under overall. The final round of the Heritage Classic tees off tomorrow and can be watched right here on CBS.
I mean, it's sunny in Hilton Head, but it's also sunny for us. It's very similar.
Yes,
similar. It's basically the same thing.
It's basically the same thing.
We'll go with that.
It's not different. It's a little colder. You're right. It is a little colder for us. We're dropping below freezing again tonight. More cloud coverage expected to build in later in the day for Easter Sunday, and then some light snow, mixed precipitation for Sunday night into Monday. We're in the 40s for Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, a little closer to average, and then we finally get into the 60s for Thursday and Friday, and even the 70s for next weekend. Does come along with a few more chances for some showers and scattered thunderstorms, though, by the start of next week.
All right, Dana, thanks so much, and thanks so much for watching us. We're going to see you later on tonight at 10.